Hi everybody, welcome back to Ouroboros Tarot. So today's reading is a pick a card reading, a mini pick a card reading, asking spirit guides for advice or guidance on the connection on your mind. So I have 4 piles for you to choose from today. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Pause this video if you need to. Take as much time as you need to find the pile that sits right with your energy as well as with your person's energy. And I will see you in a minute. Hello, pile 1. So today's mini pick a card reading is asking for guidance from your spirit guides, from spirit, on the connection that's on your mind. So the oracle cards that you have pulled are the Monk/Nun, the Comic, and No One Is Yours But You. What I'm getting from this pile 1 is that your guides would really like to encourage you to be more comfortable in your heart space. Be more comfortable in your vulnerability. There is no need to prove to other people how much you don't care. Or there is no need to feel as though expressing your feelings or feeling feelings, whether or not this is an actual committed relationship or if this is a situationship, your feelings are valid. And connecting with others, regardless of whether or not there is commitment, is something that's intense and triggers a lot of emotions from people. And that's okay. Regardless of what kind of connection this is, it's okay to have feelings. It's okay to express them. There's no need to be sarcastic or to try to play it off as if you don't care. It's okay. With that being said, we have the Monk/Nun. And what I'm getting from this is that your guides would like to encourage you to really develop or nurture your relationship with yourself, for one, as well as your relationship with Source, because those are the 2 most important relationships that you're ever going to have. And everything beyond that is going to fall into place based on your own center of gravity. And it is very important to remember, just as this card states, that no one is yours but you. You cannot control other people, and nor would you want to, because it removes the authenticity of it. It removes the realness of connecting with others. And your guides would like to remind you of this. When it comes to tarot, we have the 6 of Pentacles reversed, the 6 of Cups. I'm trying to remember how these went. The 9 of Wands reversed, the 2 of Wands upright, the Ace of Cups upright, and the 2 of Swords. So your guides would also like to remind you, when it comes to this connection, that trying to making plans or taking action, making plans, making decisions that are based on an outcome is transactional, and your guides do not want you to be in a state of transactional connections with others. Your guides would like you to be free in your heart space. With the 6 of Cups here and the Ace of Cups, one thing that I'm getting with the 6 of Cups is perhaps reconnecting with your inner child or nurturing that aspect of yourself a little bit. However, the 6 of Cups is also about forgiveness, reunion, and love. Unconditional, really warm love. And your guides want you to accept your feelings for what they are and express them if that is something you feel like doing. Not because you're hoping for a certain outcome, but because you genuinely feel that way, and you deserve to express that if you so desire. With the 9 of Wands reversed and the 2 of Swords reversed, what this is telling me is that more is going to be revealed in time. I would say that if you're asking whether or not you should sever this connection, it might not be the moment in which to do so. It feels like there is more growth to come with this connection. However, no decision that you can make could possibly be a decision that is not right for your path. You will not miss what is meant for you. But pile one, this is the last card that I have for you. And it says acceptance. When I get to know new people, I accept their actual traits rather than the ones I project on them. Same goes for not new people I already know. Acceptance is the delicate art that reminds us everyone is their own unique self, and we can't expect them to ever be anything but. Man, how do those snowflakes do it? All right, pile one, well, this is what I'm seeing for you today. If this resonated, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so in my Etsy shop. I currently have a New Year's sale going on, so check that out. Thank you so much, pile one, for watching, and hopefully I will see you in another video soon. Bye! Hello, pile two. So today's pick a card reading, or mini pick a card reading, is advice or guidance that your spirit guides would like to share with you when it comes to the connection that's on your mind. So to start with the oracle cards that you have, we have the dilettante, the queen, and the bubble fairy. Your spirit guides, pile two, would like to encourage you or would like to remind you that image is not everything. So however that resonates for you. So the example that comes to mind for me is wanting to make your connection look as if it's all rainbows and butterflies, perhaps, or to make it follow a path that society deems or that your friends and family deem as appropriate. Your guides are asking you to kind of dust off the pressures that you might be feeling from outsiders, from the outside world when it comes to your connection, and really reconnect with the reasons as to why you connected with this person in the first place. What joys did this person bring you in the first place? And reconnect with that. They would like to remind you that the ego has no place in connecting deeply with another person. And the queen can be an extension of acting on the ego. The queen is very dualistic. So she can either act on the ego, or when she's sitting in her power, her true power, she sits on her throne with the energy of forgiveness and trust. And there is an element here of needing to trust that life does not need to be taken so seriously all the time, that life is meant to be fun, is meant to be enjoyed. Life is not meant to be judged or be given the chance to be judged by others, be given, how do I want to say it? Your life does not, you don't need to give power to others when it comes to the decisions you make in life based on what judgments they make about you or your connection. With the pink bubble fairy here, your guides would really like to encourage you to explore what it is that you want. And that could be based on anything in your connection right now. Whatever it is that you want, your guides want you to think outside of the box. Think outside of the box of what society or friends, family, acquaintances, or anything like that have ever told you about what it is that you should want, and start thinking about what it is that you do want. And your guides here are telling you that if you were to visualize, if you were to come up with a plan as to what it is that you want for this connection, you will receive it. The pink bubble fairy is a manifestation meditation. And if you don't know the pink bubble meditation, I would highly recommend looking it up. It's just a visualization type of meditation to manifest your desires. But one of the key elements of manifesting is trust. So I see trust here a lot. Let's keep going. We also have the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Empress, the Seven of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So pile 2, the Seven of Cups often can represent feeling confused, having too many options, not knowing what it is that you want, and therefore not making a decision. And your guides are asking you to kind of relax into this. Part of having a lot of choices means that you're living in a state of abundance, and you're not going to miss out on anything based on something that you choose to focus on for the time being, for one. But for 2, your guides would really, I think this is another message again of encouraging you to really, really discover, explore what it is that you want. If you don't know what it is that you want, how can you get what it is that you want? You wouldn't even recognize it when it walked up to you and introduced itself to you. And with the Two of Pentacles here, this is all about finding balance, being okay with where you're at, being okay with not knowing what it is that you want, but exploring it nonetheless. With the Two of Swords and the Six of Swords, this is asking you to really seek that inner peace, really let go of whatever judgments perhaps you even placed on yourself, or whatever pressures you've placed on yourself to make a decision, and allow yourself to just be where you are and trust and find peace and a little bit of fun. The Empress and the Three of Pentacles, it's beautiful. The Empress is all about birthing. It's fertile energy. It's, Mother Nature at its strongest. And it's coming out right underneath this pink bubble fairy. This is just further confirmation that whatever it is that you are desiring in your connection right now, you can receive. And the person that you're inquiring about is desiring the same as you. With this Three of Pentacles here, this person has a strong desire to work with you towards what it is that you want to create in this connection. And then pile 2, we have tact. I speak and act with care, remembering that impulsive words or a harsh tone can sometimes hurt others. If it feels like I'm walking on eggshells, I'll remind myself that those eggshells might actually be a shop full of china, and I might actually be a bull. Then I'll remind myself to stop mixing metaphors. So pile 2, that's what I'm seeing for you. If this resonated, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, I have mini readings as well as really, really in-depth readings available currently in my shop, and they're on sale right now for New Year's, so please feel free to check that out. Thank you so, so much, pile 2, for watching this, and I hope that I'll see you in another video soon. Bye! Hi pile 3. So today's mini pick a card reading is asking your spirit guides and spirit for advice or guidance on the connection that's on your mind. Excuse me, girl. This is making me very nervous because there's lots of fire. Please. Okay. So for your oracle cards so far, we have the Saboteur, the Village, and the Sword. I, pile 3, am getting a really strong feeling that you have picked this pile with the hope of encouragement to make a decision that you're scared of. I'm going to go ahead and read the light attributes of this, just because I think that it highlights what I'm feeling so strongly. It says it highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. And then the shadow attributes are induces self-destructive behaviors or the desire to undermine others. I feel very strongly, pile 3, as though a lot of you are really feeling called to make a decision right now, are really feeling called to grow, to expand, and you feel very fearful of doing so. It could be that you feel as though you could have potentially outgrown this connection, or you're in the process of outgrowing it and you don't want to necessarily admit it. It could be that this connection is outgrowing the place in which it is currently at, and expansion within the connection needs to happen. There's just an element here of Jesus Christ. Lily has been asleep all day, and I started doing these readings, and immediately she always wakes up, and it's like she does not want me she doesn't want me to not pay attention to her, so she knocks things down. Anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about. It just feels like there is an element here of knowing that where this connection is at, or where you're currently at in this connection, is no longer serving you. But there's also a fear of making that change, making that swift decision to set this in a different direction. And your guides are encouraging you to see that for what it is, to acknowledge those fears, for one, and to ask yourself why it is that it makes you afraid. Because what this is indicating to me is that whatever it is that you are desiring right now is of benefit. The voice inside your head, that little voice within yourself, is not wrong, and you can trust it. The village really the village is really a hometown. It's that hometown that you feel safe in, you feel comfortable in, you know everybody in, and yet at the same time, you've outgrown it. And it's sad to say goodbye, because there's nothing wrong with this hometown. It's done nothing but love you and nurture you and help you grow. But at the same time, it's time to leave. And it's a natural course of life. And it seems like that is currently where you're at. There's just a natural transformation that is taking place currently that you are resisting in some kind of way. And your guides want you to know that the village, your hometown, this village archetype, whatever it's representing for you, is not something that is just going to disappear when you accept your growth. The village is a place that you can always come back to. The village is a place where you're always welcome, and it's really important that you remember that right now. We also have the Star reversed, the Eight of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Six of Wands upright, the Knight of Wands reversed, and the Four of Cups. Pile 3, your guides are asking you to let go of your fears. Your fear of failure, your fear of perhaps being wrong, of making the wrong choice, because the only thing that is holding you back right now currently is yourself. I see it here with the Six of Wands and then the Star reverse. The Star is all about wishes coming true, dreams coming true, manifestations coming to light, healing. It's about healing, and it's reversed. It's blocked. And what's blocking it is the Six of Wands. It's this need for victory. It's pride. It's ego. Then we have the Knight of Wands reversed. The Knight of Wands is action, and it's soulful action. It's inspired action, and it's reversed as well. It's like the actions that your soul are desiring to take currently are being blocked only by you. The Eight of Swords is representative of self-limiting beliefs. And your guides are encouraging you to look at the beliefs you have set up for yourself, or the fears you have watered, and ask yourself whether or not they are actually protecting you. Because fear is honestly a very useful tool. It's there for a reason. It's there to protect you, to keep you safe. But sometimes fear is overly focused on or watered when it shouldn't be, and it expands into something that isn't necessarily the truth. And that's not to say that what you're feeling isn't valid. It's just to say that it might be better for you or healthier for you in the long run to focus on the possibilities of positive what ifs rather than the negative ones. And then lastly, we have the Three of Cups and the Four of Cups. I think this is really interesting. Your guides are asking you to pay attention to what's being offered in front of you. There might be something going on in this connection or just outside of this connection that could potentially affect it in the long run. where you're not seeing offers for what they are. You're not seeing opportunities being opened that are currently trying to show themselves to you, to reveal themselves to you. And it's also what I'm getting from both of these cards. Another message is that it's important to express what it is that you want, to ask for what it is that you want, to go after what it is that you want. Doors can open for you, but you have to take the step in. There's no one else that can do that for you. And finally, pile 3, we have listening. I activate my receptive side and become an engaged, intuitive, professional grade listener. I think that this is important to listen to your partner. Perhaps some of this has to do with your partner wanting to expand. But also, I think the most important thing I'm getting from this is it's important to listen to yourself. Listen to what it is that you want. Supercharged listening gives me the ability to not only hear the words others are saying, but also to perceive the emotions hiding between their words. Armed with this knowledge, I'll be in a great position to give them exactly what they need, or if I prefer, to dominate the planet. But pile 3, this is what I'm seeing for you today. If this reading resonated with you, I would love to hear about how it did in the comment section down below. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, I have mini readings, super in-depth readings, written readings, video readings, all kinds. And I'm having a sale right now for New Year's, so go ahead and check that out. Thank you so much, pile 3. And I hope that I'll see you in another video soon. Bye! Hi, pile 4. So today's mini pick-a-card reading is asking your guides and spirit what guidance or advice is there for you in terms of your connection. So for your oracle cards, we have the Exorcist, the Sword, Slimy, and Stay Back. So the first thing I would say, pile 4, is that I think there are two separate messages here with the same, there are two separate circumstances here with the same advice. So let me go ahead and just give the advice really quick. Your guides are really encouraging you right now, pile 1, to really build your relationship or strengthen your own relationship that you already have with your intuition. There is a calling here that your guides are asking of you to distinguish between something happening in your connection in which you're unsure of whether or not this is your intuition speaking to you, or if this is just your ego speaking to you, or your fear, or the unhealed parts of yourself that are kind of speaking up in this connection. And either way, whatever it is that you realize about this is going to free you. So I think that for some of you, this connection, intuitively you feel as though the other person is not necessarily being forthright with you or truthful. And if that's the case, your guides are wanting you to recognize that your intuition is telling you this for a reason. And then there are some of you, pile 4, where there are perhaps past wounds or insecurities that are getting the better of you and are kind of confusing you on whether or not your intuition is speaking or whether or not your fear is speaking. So your guides are really encouraging you right now to build on that, to strengthen your intuition, to do your own research or to do your own journaling on what it's like when you intuitively feel something or you intuitively know something, or when your ego is talking to you. And I think for me, one of the things that comes to mind is with intuition, it's just a knowing. There's no emotion really attached to it. There's no fear attached to it. It's just a sudden knowing that happens kind of immediately. And it's easier, I think, of course, it's always easier to be intuitively guided when your own emotions aren't involved. So, for instance, when I read tarot for others, I feel very connected to what I'm feeling intuitively, what I'm knowing intuitively, because my ego is not involved. I'm not fearful of what I find. Whereas if I were to do a tarot reading for myself, it's much more difficult to get to the truth of it because I have my own hopes and desires for certain outcomes to happen. So I understand. I really do. And perhaps reading tarot for others might be a really good way for you to kind of develop that. Or even talking to others who don't necessarily, whether for me personally, one of my favorite ways to go about this, and of course this comes from if you have health insurance, there's privileges that come with it, but there are avenues to go down in which therapy is a possibility. That is something that has helped me tremendously, where I'm paying a professional to talk about what it is that I feel is very important to me, and that person has nothing but my best interest at heart. They're not emotionally invested as, say, my friends would be or my family, in terms of what it is that they are projecting onto me or what they desire for me or what they don't like about certain decisions I'm making. And you can get like an honest, objective response from somebody. So those are just some ideas that just came to mind. I'm sorry for the ramble. I'm not a mental health professional. Just putting that out there. But therapy has absolutely been wonderful for me, and I'm very pro mental health. Okay, so we also have the 8 of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the 6 of Wands, the Justice, and the High Priestess. So the High Priestess has shown up. So this is further confirmation of intuition, of needing to listen to that, of your soul already knowing the answer. And once you know the answer, you will be able to make a decision for yourself that is empowering. And you see it with the Ace of Wands. Your intuition is meant to just be kind of like an aha moment. And in that aha moment, suddenly doors are going to be opening up for you left and right that are going to empower you. With the Page of Wands and Justice, this to me is a calling to explore healing, whether or not that's exploring. So there's, again, 2 messages here. For those of you who intuitively feel like something is not right, your guides are asking you to explore beyond this connection, to perhaps let this connection go, especially with the Sword here, which is about sudden decisions being made and kind of like ripping a band-aid off. And the exploration and the decisions that they're hoping that you are going to be making are ones in which you bring yourself back into alignment with your highest self. And of course, I'm not saying that whatever is going on between the two of you is something that you have deserved if it's something negative because of something that you've done. I will never ever say that. I'm never going to victim blame anybody for other people's poor behavior. What I am saying is that they want you to step outside of the connection that is disrespecting you or making you feel poorly, because your highest self does not deserve that, neither do you. And by stepping away from that, you're bringing yourself back into balance. With the 8 of Pentacles, and then if this is something in which you're kind of like feeling insecure and maybe like your wounds are spilling over onto this connection, they're asking you to explore perhaps your shadow side. Explore the things that are causing you to feel this way, and show yourself compassion. Show yourself compassion, absolutely. Then we have the 8 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. Your guides also want to let you know that this isn't something that has to happen overnight. This is very like intense guidance, and not negative guidance. this is all about the human experience, and there's nothing negative about this, but it is intense. It is not one of those things, and your guides are recognizing it. They're asking you to remember that the things they are calling you to explore are things that are pretty advanced, and to be patient with yourself, and to know that, like, to remind yourself that Rome wasn't built in a day, and you're already like lined up for success in whatever it is that you discover about yourself. It's only leading to more success, joy, and happiness. And lastly, pile 4, we have, I'm a catch. I'm a total catch, and I know all the reasons why. I know that anyone would be lucky to be with me, and that doesn't mean I'm arrogant or snobby. Self-respect is just one of the many qualities exhibited by this complete and utter babe. Yes, pile 4, you are a babe. You're a babe, and it's important to remember that you're a catch. It's important to remember your worth if someone is not treating you right, and it's also important to remember your worth when your own mind is playing tricks on you and telling you that you're not worthy of the love that you desire. Either way, whether or not someone else is treating you poorly, or perhaps your brain is playing tricks on you, always keep this in mind. And it might be a good thing to write down the things that you love about yourself and add something to it every single day. I'm really wishing you the best, pile 4. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so in my Etsy shop. I have a sale going on right now for New Year, so please take advantage of that. Thank you for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!